Hey guys, welcome back to Mad Father Extra, and this time around we are going to be going for all of the gems in the classic version of the game, the original version. So if you're having trouble finding the last couple of gems, don't be too hard on yourself, because if I'm being completely honest, there are a couple gems that are actually somewhat well hidden and aren't really that obvious on what you need to do to get them. So if you are having trouble finding the last couple gems, don't beat yourself up over it, because honestly they are kind of tricky, and I had to Google them just to find out how to get them. But with all that said, I know how to get them. I know how to get them now. So don't beat yourself up. Follow this guide, and I'll make sure that you get them. So, firstly, a little bit of housekeeping before we begin here. I am recording this on the night before Bonfire Night in the UK, so you might hear a few fireworks in the background. Hopefully they won't be too loud, but with all that said, let's go and get the last lot of gems. Okay, so the first gem, like all the previous version, the first gem is here in the prologue. Yeah, just go back here and interact with that bookcase, the one that says the Red-Eyed Stranger, and the gem will fall out. This is the first gem of the entire game and is a part of the prologue, so as it's part of the prologue, you can't really complete the prologue without it. So yeah, you really can't miss this one, even if you want or try to. Okay, like always, like in the previous versions, this next gem has a bit of a process to it, but I'll try and speed things up. So, you want to go into the bedroom here. There'll be the zombie mother, who will scream at you, freak out Aya. She'll run out, and then you want to go back in. We're going to pick up the archives key here. This is all part of the main story, by the way, so just get the archives key and run all the way to the archives, which is this room here. I will use the key automatically. So go in there, and then you want to try and find the book on experimentation, which should be this one. Okay, so I will read that. You'll get the code memo. And then you'll get this cutscene, which I'll try and skip over to get things done quicker. So yeah, you'll have this cutscene, which I'm trying to get through as quickly as possible. Yep, we get it. Torturing, dying, yeah, we get it. So you'll get this cutscene, which will traumatize Aya. Then she'll punch her across the room, like that. Okay, now you want to leave, then go back in, and then you want to get the pendant here. Got a pendant, and then you want to run all the way back to the zombie mother, back in the bedroom. So you send someone, and you want to use the pendant here. This is her pendant. And we reunite them. And as thanks, she gives us a gem. Okay, so for the next gem, basically you want to go back over here to where the archive room is, but not quite. And you want to... Yeah, basically, you want to keep an eye on that zombie. You want to get out its line of sight, otherwise it'll see you. But there'll be a zombie which will go along here, and it'll go into this wall here, which is a hidden passageway, which leads us to the gem. The next gem is in the doll room, which in the remake would be back at the start there, where we were. But in the classic and remastered version, it's just in here. Okay, so there's the gem on the throne right there. Okay, so the next gem is here in the entrance hall. So it's right near the front door, and it's a little tricky because there are two zombies wandering around. As you can see, there's one. The other one is there somewhere. There it is. So there's two zombies wandering around, and the gem is right there. So what you gotta do is you gotta try and trick one or both of them up here. It's a little bit tricky, but try and get their attention, and then try and lure him up here so you can trap him. And now you can get the gem. Don't get stuck yourself. Okay, so the next gem is out here. So after your first quick time event, you want to go back to this this painting where the zombie jumps out at you, and you want to move it, and that will lead outside to the courtyard out here, and the gem will be right here, right by the wishing well. Okay, so the next couple of gems are inside the cafeteria, which is this big door right here. But you can't go in there straight away. You need to find the key first. In the classic and remastered version, you need to find the key. It's already open in the remake version, but in case you don't know where the key is, you should find it easy enough just by playing regularly. But if you need it, basically just go down here. Oh god. You want to go into here, and then go into the bathroom here, and the key is right here. There'll be a zombie that chases you on your way out, but it's not quick enough to actually kill you. Then after that there'll be a cutscene with the doll, and then after that you might want to go back up just to get the zombies further away. But then after that you've got the key, and then you just want to go to the big door here. So I'll go through there, and the gem is basically just open this curtain. There'll be a corpse. You want to interact with it, and then move away, and then the gem will be right here. The next gem is in the cafeteria kitchen. So from the cafeteria, just go this way into the kitchen. The gem is in the sink here. Just be careful, mind the dog. Just open that. The gem's right here. Yeah, just mind the dog. Okay, so the next gem is back out here. So after you have a couple of cutscenes with Maria and Monica, Aya will be in here, and then after that she'll be confronted by Ogre, and then go on herself. But you want to go back this way because the gem is right here. The next gem is in here. So it's in this big mortuary room. So there'll be a head here. Where is body? So you've basically got to help the man find his body. So go try to leave the room, and then you'll hear it fall. And then just lead the body back to his head. It won't attack you or anything. He'll just freak Aya out a little bit. But just lead his body back to his head. Oops, kind of went the wrong way there. Oops. Come on, your head's over here. And as thank you, found it. Thanks, Mrs. And as thanks, he gives us our next gem. How nice of him. Okay, this next gem is one of them that eluded me for the longest time. This one's a little annoying with where it is. But you go through here, and then you want to go this way, and it's in this area. So yeah, it's not really completely all that obvious where the gem is, because the gem is underneath this pot. Just push the pot out of the way, and there's the gem. And the annoying thing is, It's really not all that obvious because you can't really see the hole under the pot. It's not super obvious that it's there, and the pot's not in the way of like you can still get through here even with it there. So it's really not all that obvious. So because of that, this particular gem is extremely easy to miss. Okay, the next gem is here in the attic. So I have already got the chainsaw, just because well, it's honestly getting the chainsaw means we can get a lot more gems going forward, but the next gem isn't actually in a barrel like it was in the previous version. So get the chainsaw or don't, but the gem is right here in this box of dynamite. Okay, the next gem is this way. So make sure you've got the chainsaw from this point on. So yeah, just go this way with the chainsaw. You want to cut all them barrels down, and then you want to get to this bit where this old guy is mumbling to himself. And the gem is inside one of these 3 barrels. Unfortunately, in the classic version, the barrels don't glow, so you're literally just gonna have to like look through every single one of them. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the next gem has a bit of a process to it, but I will guide you through it. So first, you want to go into here, and you want to get a couple of things. You want to get this bucket, and you'll also want to interact with this shelf here, and then you want to walk away, and then the bottle of eyes will fall. Pick it up. I can't see anything. That man took away my eyes. Looking for eyes? Maybe. I've got some eyes here. Are they yours? And of course you can't hear us. So now we've got to go all the way back to the outside area of the game where the fireplace was. Okay, next you want to go out here, and you want to use the bucket we got to get the water. Then you want to take it all the way back to the fireplace and put the fire out. You will move a little slower because obviously it's a heavy bucket of water, so it will be a little heavier, but just take it to the fireplace and put the fire out. Then we go inside the fireplace, move the burner, and drop the eyes down. Found my eyes. She'll come out to us. Look around. Be all thankful. I can see. She'll laugh very creepily. Thank you. And as thanks, she'll give us our gem. Okay, so after giving the girl her eyes back and solving the looping stairway puzzle, you want to go down this stairwell, and there'll be an old man which is pointing that way, but you'll also see a few barrels here, and you want to use the chainsaw on the last one. There we go. The next gem is this way, so you want to basically get to where the old guy is pointing, and you want to go in the direction he is pointing to, which leads to a secret passageway. And you'll see there are like 3 containers here, like 3 glass containers. One with a gem inside, which we cannot get this ourselves with the chainsaw. So we're going to need a little bit of help here. So we go into this room, and we'll see there's an orc tied up here. And we want to go up here and release the big guy and let him do our dirty work for us. Let him go. He'll go on a rampage. Destroy a bunch of things. Yeah, he'll go on a rampage, destroy a bunch of things, including the container with the gem inside that we need. Okay, so the next gem is here in the second room of the first doll stealth section. You want to be a little careful here, as the dolls do move. They turn a little quicker in the classic than they do in the newer version, so you want to time this right. But the gem is right there in the corner, so you can either get it now, or you can come back to this section later after completing it when the curse is basically worn off in this area. So you can either get it now, or you can come back later once the doll threat is pretty much over. No. Go. Okay, so for the next gem, after completing the first doll section, you go over here, you come out here and you come into this cell, and you go over here and get this cell key, and then you've got to go back through the doll section. But don't worry, like I said before, the curse has worn off at this point. As you can see, the dolls are all dead now, so the curse has worn off. So you go back through this, and again, if you got killed the first time, or couldn't get the gem the first time round, you can get it here. But keep on going back through here, and yeah, just go back through this entire section. Save again just to make sure. And then you go to this prisoner and let him out. And as thank you, he will give us another gem. Okay, the next gem is right there in the corner. I'm currently in the little hidey hole just so I don't get spotted, but the gem is right there in the corner. Just gotta wait for my right moment. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Now, get the gem. The first to last gem is in here. So when you get to this bit, after flattening the zombie with the chandelier, you want to go into the Mandrake lab here and solve this puzzle. You can either solve it quickly or fastly, but either way, open this door and then come into the Mandrake lab, and the gem is right in this pot. And for the final gem, the process is a bit different. Usually you would have to go to the Mandrake and get a bone from him, but in the classic version, I already covered this in the old versus new video, but basically, in the classic version, you gotta go to one of these skeletons. You can come back here after disposing of the creepy doll in the incinerator. That will basically end the curse in this section. But you can come back here, go to this skeleton here, get a bone, and then bring it back to the stuffed dog here, who will give us our last gem. And that's all of them. And that is about it for the classic version of the gem guide. So no matter what version of the game you're playing, you now have guides for all three versions: the remake, the remaster, and the classic. So whichever version of the game you're playing, I've got you covered for all three versions. So again, that's going to about do it for this video. Next time, the next one will be the last extra. We're just going to be looking through the gallery / museum stuff. So, again, until then, have a good day, you guys.